Welcome to another episode of Dream Nexus podcast. I'm your host, Chris Aber. This episode is brought to you by Connector. It's to help promote the upcoming event Fall Up at 2720 Cherokee, downtown St. Louis, December 1st and 2nd. Joining us on the show are some good friends of mine, Daniel Donovan and Laura Lockton. I went to visit them in Lawrence, Kansas a couple weekends ago, and I went to play some music with them and record some, and spend the weekend with them. So hope you enjoy the conversation and check out Fall Up. Hope to see you there. So how are you doing, guys?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Just done with an ecstatic dance and feeling really good.
Yeah, that was super fun. Yeah, did some yoga and then dancing, and me and Daniel got to play together, and
Yep, gotta do some sound healing.
yeah.
That was good stuff.
So yeah, we've just been chilling all weekend together pretty much, just working on music and hanging out, and getting ready for this upcoming Fall Up Festival.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are doing doing Reconnection. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Reconnection is really the evolution of what we've been doing for years. We've both been planning conscious events, taking a village to other people's events, and doing lots of... I'm sorry. I suck.
Grow up, Laura. Just grow up.
Okay, so...
Let's start over?
Yeah.
Okay.
So... Okay. Reconnection is a collaboration of performers, teachers, guides, artists, and musicians that are working together to inspire embodiment and to inspire people to find their creative, empowered self and become the best expression of their true self. And we have lots of ways of doing that. So one of them is the ReKinective Experience, which we're bringing to Fall Up.
I thought we were going to start with the yoga. Remember we were going to start explaining...
But he's asking what reconnection is, though.
Oh.
So we're explaining reconnection in general now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the definitions?
Okay. I said one of them. But I can say it again. Get my way. Can we start over? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, but he can just take clips and
Yeah.
place it all in anyway, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So.
I mean, it's not really starting over.
Okay. So, make this real hard for him to edit.
The worst interview ever!
So, Reconnection is a collaboration of performers, artists, musicians, guides, and teachers that are conspiring to inspire embodiment and to inspire people to become their creative, empowered selves, their best expression of themselves, true self. We came up with a definition for reconnection recently. One of them is an active manifestation of one's creative, empowered self.
It's a good one.
That is a good one.
Another one is the reestablishment of the relationship between mind, body, spirit, and emotions.
So we believe that the mind, body, spirit, and emotions are very connected. And so we do a lot of body movement, performing arts, yoga, aerial, things like that, and breath work, because we also believe that breath is very attached to our mental state and our spiritual state. And we think that we have lots of ways that people can get in tune with their higher self by doing body movement and breath work, things like that.
We believe that every person can create art with their bodies in some way, shape, or form. That's a new one.
Yeah, I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. So what got you guys into all this stuff?
Jesus, mostly.
Well,
But really.
For me, I guess it started more than 10 years ago. when I owned a resort in the Ozarks that some of you have probably gone to called Mountain Creek. And I decided to start having conscious gatherings and events down there. And it started with the Green Mountain Eco Project and Earth Day celebrations, and then eventually evolved into healing arts gatherings, like Roots and Bliss gathering was down there. We did a firework-free 4th of July. We did some workshops on building geodomes and making biodiesel and things like that. And so this is really the evolution of what me and Daniel have both been doing for a long time. Do you want to talk about what you've been doing? No?
So yeah, oh man, I gotta take the short route. So for the past 6 or 7 years, I've been at the helm with Shamanic Boom Festival in Colorado. Also, I was a co-owner for the past, I think, 4 years. Not anymore, but for the past 4 years of Be Free Healing in Colorado as well. So I've been immersed into the chakras for well over 10 years, and it was really a form of really like therapy for me to learn about the chakras so that I can learn how to communicate with my own inner processes in a more efficient manner. And then I started DJing, and then I wanted to play with the idea of taking people on chakra journeys through DJ sets and original music, and so started making that music, and eventually came to to create Shamanic Boom, which is a quote-unquote transformational gathering where it's really workshop driven and more community and more about the art and the flow artists as well and performance. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so Daniel and I were both doing conscious gatherings and events for a while, and we actually both took a break for a little while. I sold my property down in the Ozarks, knowing that it was time to take the next step and that it wasn't the right place to do all of the things that I wanted to do with the business. And I came here to Lawrence, Kansas, and a little bit later, Daniel came here to Lawrence, Kansas, and we met up, and it's a really great partnership, and together we know so many amazing people who have so many talents, and we just love bringing them all together and giving them a place and a way to express those talents and to work with each other and help each other become the best that they can be and become what they dream of, find their passions, and collaborate.
Yeah, that's really what what our goal is to create the space for people to freely express themselves, and that's pretty much what we want to do for every type of event that we want to do. And that we do yoga events, we do mini retreats. We just did a mini retreat last weekend for 20 plus people where we cooked them food, and it was a 24-hour retreat. So you got yoga, and then you got acro yoga, and then you got ecstatic dance, and then you have breath work, and then you have aerial workshops outside, and it's just like a total immersion for 24 hours. And so we're really excited to do more mini retreats as well. Hashtag mini retreat. It's one of our hashtags.
Yeah, I know.
Hashtag reconnection. So, and we also do group breathwork workshops and yoga workshops, and starting next spring we're going to do more aerial workshops and more aerial retreats, and also flow art retreats and breathwork retreats and yoga retreats, and all of those types of retreats. More news coming on that, and another interview, another podcast. But big things are happening, and we're pretty excited about the space that we're going to be able to create for people through reconnection. Hashtag new and old ways. Hashtag breathwork.
That's awesome. I'm definitely excited about it because I've actually gotten to experience you guys' events. Like the Hill Tribe event was my first festival I ever went to.
Oh, that's really cool.
Roots and Bliss was my second one, and like that's what really.
And then Shamanic Boom, and then
and
Tri-Unity, and yep.
And when I went out to Shamanic Boom in Colorado this year, somebody else told me that they had been at that Hill Tribe event too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Made a lot of friends through that, and like did a lot of networking and stuff. That's pretty much how I got into.
I mean, and
stuff too.
That's kind of a play on the word reconnection too, because there are so many people, like Laura already said, there's so many people that we know that are out there in the community that aren't necessarily connected right now, that have amazing talent and passions and motivation and drive and supreme creativity, but they don't, a space needs to be created for them in order to come together and really encourage and help each other thrive in their passions and creativity.
That's really what it's about. One of the things that brought me back to this passion and that continues to motivate me is going out and meeting people who will just voluntarily come up to me and tell me that something that they're doing that really means a lot to them, they're passionate about, grew out of the events that they came to that we've put on. And that just is so awesome to know that all these people coming together and sharing their passions and sharing all this creativity and healing space, wellness space, helps people to find those passions and to live them out. It's a really cool thing, and I want to keep doing it.
Yeah, you're looking at it. Like if I hadn't gone to those, I wouldn't be sitting right here.
Yeah.
It like totally changed, like, cause like I was really into heavy metal and stuff a lot back then. I still like it, but like it just was most of what I listened to, and it like literally showed me a whole different world of expression that I'd never really even been down before. And
yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's been a really exciting journey for me. So I'm super appreciative of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
So Fall Up, you guys want to talk a little bit about what's going on at Fall Up?
Sure. So the ReKinective performers, and what we have now because of Fall Up labeled the ReKinective Experience, is a group of performers that come out and do weird stuff in front of you and tickle your eyes and your ears. It's really, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they're people that have dropped the belief in the limits of their body and mind, and who challenge themselves regularly, who also use that body movement as a form of expression and for mental and spiritual healing. That's a huge part of it for a lot of the people that we work with. I've worked with people who have lost some major anxiety that they have had because of doing aerial. I've also worked with people who are managed to pull themselves out of states of pretty serious depression by finding dance or aerial or yoga or something like that. And so we like to get together and show people not just what we can do, but also what they can do.
What we all can do together.
Yeah.
Because I'm still embodying myself. I'm just like I think it's a lifelong process. So one of the ways that we're going to do that at Fall Up is through yoga. Mm-hmm. Laura's going to teach you yoga, chakra yoga flow. Yeah,
chakra yoga is my favorite. It's like a meditation in motion. That whether you believe in the chakras being real things or just use them as a symbol of your life, each one relates to a part of your body, but also to aspects of your mental and spiritual life. And so we go through that, and in each part of the flow, it opens and energizes that part of your body, but also encourages you to think about those aspects of your life. And I believe it's been really helpful for me to just think about all the different parts of my life, think about what I want to communicate to the world, think about what my intention for my will is, think about my feelings of security and stability, my connection to my higher self and to the divine spirit, and just to go through all those aspects of your life and to do it while you're moving. There's actually like a physiological connection between body movement and your emotions, because when you move your body, the electrons go through the part of your brain that controls your emotions and then go up to the part of your brain that controls your movement, and then you process it, and then the electrons go back down.
You're going into way too much
Okay,
depth.
sorry. Cut that out. Chakra yoga.
It was great, but I mean,
That's like more for a workshop.
yeah,
thing.
totally.
I just like it.
Chakra yoga nerd.
Anyway.
So we're going to do chakra yoga. And I'm going to guide people through a ReKinective breathwork experience. In short, you're going to lie down on the ground, put a blindfold on, breathe the simple breath that I teach you for 1 hour straight while listening to a set of music that I have put together to also take you on a journey through your chakras. What else are we doing?
We have
The tweener set?
Yeah, we have 2 performances. So one of them is a tweener set that is going to be a DJ set downstairs, and we are going to have aerial performances along with it. So
And musician guests too.
and guest musicians as well. So we have a awesome music producer and DJ, Daniel, but we also have people that collaborate and play live instruments and rap and things like that.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then our other performance is upstairs. The ReKinective Experience will be doing a full set upstairs, and we
What time
have,
is it at?
It's Friday, 11:30 to 1.
So we're the last thing.
Yeah, the last thing Friday. And
11:30 to 1, the ReKinective Experience. 11:30 to 1, the ReKinective Experience.
And we have a really awesome show planned. We're keeping a lot of it a secret, but we have big plans. We have dancers that are coming. We'll have props. We can't do fire inside, but we have other props that we can play with inside. We have the full hour and a half set by Daniel that is attuned to the chakras and goes from root to crown chakra.
Root to the crown chakra, an hour and a half, booty shaking, chakra shivers, go. Activate.
We'll have some acro yoga and
So the first time that we performed was in Topeka for the last Final Friday walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we've gone out and done this as the ReKinective Performers or the ReKinective Experience, just only once before, but we're seriously stepping it up for this one. From what I hear.
yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Okay.
And that one was pretty awesome. It made the front page, so
Yeah.
you know.
Also, the last thing we'll be doing on that long list of stuff we're doing at Follow Up is vending. So we have a bunch of awesome stuff. Art made by friends, jewelry made by friends, clothes made by friends, clothes designed by us, a bunch of crystals,
Some
some hand
and
mined,
some flow props.
yep, all the things. So stop by and say hi to us. Oh, we'll have onesies too.
Daniel loves his onesies.
I want everyone to know that we will have onesies for sale at our vending. Because it's the middle of winter and I know someone's going to want a onesie that night. Come find your onesies at the ReKinective Experience table.
So how did you guys find out about Follow?
Well, We've been working with Eric. I've worked with Eric for a little over a year now. I've also worked with Kelsey for several years. She's part of the Body Art Photo Squad. She used to come down and teach belly dance at Roots and Bliss. That's how we got connected to her, and she connected us to Eric. And so I came out and performed last year, and also at Darkening of the Sun this year. Daniel and I were both there. We did breath work. Daniel did breath work.
Twice.
I led chakra yoga.
I played a set.
Yeah, Daniel played a set, and I performed all 3 nights with the Sacred Circus.
Yeah. So did I.
Yeah. Yep, we both did.
We did a lot of stuff
We
at
did
Darkening of the Sun.
fire and aerial with the Sacred Circus.
We tend to be overachievers.
Yeah, we do overachieve a little bit.
I was there for a lot of your stuff at Darkening. It was pretty cool.
What did you go to?
Did you get to breathe at Darkening?
Did I get to
Did you breath work?
Did you breathe?
breath work? No.
Did I breathe?
Didn't have time to breathe, and I was all over the place.
Yeah, so were we.
Taking a bunch of pictures and yeah.
Cool.
So you want to also talk about your brand being accessible and practical. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Right. So we really want to be able to help people. So the other kind of definition of reconnection is the fact that we believe that everyone already knows all of this stuff. That everyone as individuals already knows everything that they need to know. So it's really not so much that we've even forgotten. It's just that we have put distance in between us and that knowledge, that infinite knowledge. So we want to try to help people through accessible and simple and elegant and fun ways to be able to achieve that. To be able to reconnect with what they know, which is everything.
That's beautiful.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys like to say?
Stay tuned in the future. We have lots of awesome plans that we're also keeping a little bit secret. So, I mean, we're just the level at which Laura and I are visioning with the space that we want to try to create for everyone to come and to manifest their passions is a big vision. It's not little. So stay tuned. #Reconnection. Find us on Facebook at Reconnection. We're on Twitter, LinkedIn. Email addresses
Shameless plugs.
reconnection@gmail.com. That's ReKinectation, which is another thing. Reconnection, the way that it's spelled. You can put this somewhere in there. Let's do that. This bit real quick.
Yep.
So reconnection, the way that it's spelt is ReKinectation. And so that's kind of a play on words as well, how we want to help people and for ourselves to reconnect with our most creative and powerful and abundant versions of ourselves, but also that it takes action. And so it's kind of a play on the word kinetic, where these things take action. Embodiment takes discipline, it takes will, and it takes a drive to be able to put those visions into action, which equals manifestation. The time is now.
Yeah, there's a difference between talking about it and saying all the words and actually living it, being it, doing the work, and that's an important
Putting
part.
it into action.
Yep, making it real.
Doing the do. Walkie talkie.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys perform. It's been on my mind for quite a while now, so I'm super stoked about it, and I'll be doing some pictures and stuff for you guys.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
So Thank you
Sweet.
for your time. Thank you for allowing me to stay with you guys for this weekend. It's been a blast.
Yeah,
And,
thank
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
It was enjoyable. I really enjoyed watching you guys collaborate on the music and the sound healing that you came up with. Really blissed me out. It was awesome. Thank you for that.
Cool. All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you in the flip flop. See you in the follow up.
See you soon.